decades. If things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Arizona will put it away to start this one. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Houston's offense is on the field for the first time today. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything, every move.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Extending the play. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. On the run, it's Lamb. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He'll pull it down. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. The tag. And he's swept through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
It's complete on the right side. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger games.
The play-action fake. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Jet sweep to the receiver. Finds a crease at the 20. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Dances away from the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, hides a little bit, throw that one in there. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Wildcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't get...
Fires one high and deep. And he's got it at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
A third and long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Quinn. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
They'll try it on the ground. Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it at the 34. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll try the run. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Let's it fly. Working on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally...
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. Makes his man miss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Arizona! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Back to throw. It's Quinn. He finds his man. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup and all on that play. Houston will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Trying the left side. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Quinn. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They go to the ground. Just a 1-yard gain lead from the 3rd and 9.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Houston sends the punt team onto the field.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to make the tackle.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Looking for a man. It's Quinn. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. At the 45 on his way. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Lamb. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
42, Spider.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab, it's Lamb. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
I think the QB wants that one back. You're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not going to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. That's caught. It's Butler. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Second down after that incompletion. To the air, it's Quinn. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. He got it. Well, they they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback checking off. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Lofted to the sideline, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can defend it. In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push.
Going over the top. Got it. Touchdown, Arizona. And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The give to the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. It's reverse.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Cougars have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Frederick. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wide out in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now they'll try the right side. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. And they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in, it's Shaw.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football.
Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd down after the run. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Handoff from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. looking to throw for it. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it inside the 35. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good on the back. You know they're going to catch him. There's so many ways to use him, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Unloads it left. Touchdown, Arizona! And the pummeling has started. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Man, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
On second down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. Keeps the legs moving. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Arizona comes out with another first down. Handoff to the single running back. Breaks the tackle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and then running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the score. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball a different...
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. They'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Offense set on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst night.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lamb. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
Off he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 22. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He's going to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He wants to throw here on second down. Snags it down the right side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole